Hello, and welcome back to the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. This is episode 7, I think. So we had just seen the credits roll, which is something new. And my current plan is to try to recreate the situation where all the papers were on the floor here. As I said, I can only recall that we had tried to get into this countdown situation and try push a bunch of buttons. I think 2 or 3 times while the broom closet was boarded off. That's what I was able to discern from the recordings. So I want to try that again. However, before that, there was another thing I wanted to check.
Hi, Stanley. Just wanted to leave you a message to let you know there's a few things I need you to pick up on your way home from work today. We need milk, cereal, dish soap, spaghetti, get a thing of sugar, some bread, and coffee beans, whichever ones you like. I'll give you a call if there's anything I forgot. Thanks, sweetie. See you tonight.
What? That's different. What? Okay. Weird? We haven't heard the narrator talk. Right? Why are so many things different now? New content.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
And now the narrator pretends everything is normal? What? Okay, this feels very weird, but I'm not sure whether I'm just having a stroke or something.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
So,
Oh, no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
interesting. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, something like that happened for sure last time.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
So yeah, one of the theories that I have about the buttons is maybe we need to wait, because the boss knows that what the boss says goes. If the boss has suffered losses, and that's what the boss chose. I'm not sure I can properly parse this poem, because the boss knows that what the boss says goes. If the bosses suffered losses, then that's what the boss chose. But why is it boss apostrophe s? This is like wrong. That kind of throws me off. Shouldn't it be just the plural? I don't know. So about the buttons, I'm wondering if there's anything we can do at all. This escape sequence that we've seen implied there is nothing I can do with the buttons. I'm not convinced of that though, because the narrator keeps on telling us there's nothing we can do. And so far, like, not believing the narrator was the way to go, right? So in that situation, not believing and instead actually doing something, although the narrator says there's nothing we can do, might actually be a thing to do.
The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Could he really be all alone? This was too much for Stanley to take, too much for any man to take. He fell to his knees, bursting into half moans, half sobs, the guttural retching of life from a man denied any hope, any reason to keep going. Here on the floor he lay prone, paralyzed by fear for nearly a full hour. But when at last he began to move about and survey the situation, he found a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could it mean? Was it a sign of hope for Stanley's future? Alas, it was not. For although this keypad guarded the terrible secret of Stanley's past, it had been assigned a 4-digit code so devious and so random that no man could ever hope to guess it. 2845. Statistically, nearly impossible to guess blindly, ever. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Right. Okay, so what is our strategy for these buttons? We keep on seeing like buttons and colors with the numbers on them, and I'm wondering if the number means we need to push a button of that color that many times, or whether we need to put like a sequence, because at the like back of the or on the side of the room there is 4 terminals. We should probably just go to the room before I actually try to explain what I'm trying to accomplish here.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
We never had to crawl, did we? Or was crawling part of the new content?
The monitors jumped to life.
Like the reviews that we've seen, right? We had to crawl into there.
Building. Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
But there's a bunch of terminals here with a bunch of like buttons and stuff. This one intrigues me, which seems to be tied to these controls here somehow. And so far, every time we've tried to push this one, it was like sparking and everything was like terrible. Maybe we first need to push some buttons here before we can do this, whatever it is. And similarly here, I'm wondering, the door seems to be connected to these things, and that seems to be connected to that. So maybe we need to do something here, so that then we can do something here, and then the door stays open? I don't know. These are my best guesses so far. So is this a thing? No, it doesn't seem to be a path. Very dark. Yeah, I don't know. These terminals back here intrigue me also. So these have been reacting to what we are doing, which is reassuring, but everything that I've tried so far was like incorrect or not accepted or something like that. So I'm wondering if I need to do something back here and then do something else somewhere, do something somewhere else and then come back here, because it seemed to be on like a timer. I did something here and then it says, yeah, variable not accessed, as if I hadn't done something in time. I'm not sure. As I said, I'm mainly trying to recreate the situation where we had all these papers scattered across the floor, and I'm just not exactly sure how to get there again.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley?
So it says 4 yellow now.
It's your time to shine.
Incorrect.
You are the star. It's your
3
story
blue.
now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what
Yeah,
I
the
had
door
in mind. What a
was
shame
doing
we have so
something.
little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is.
Press any
More
key to send
time
power
talk
surge.
About you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start.
Does
What's
this
that?
thing do anything?
You'd like to know where your
Failsafe.
co-workers are. A moment of solace
3
before you're
blue.
obliterated. All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them.
Oh, the
I
3
turned
is
off the
back
machine. I
there.
set you free. Of course, that
Right.
was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go.
I don't understand.
But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what?
Is
To
it just
hell with
random?
I'm going to put some extra time on the clock, why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones.
One
Or maybe
red,
this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first. So
Yeah, this is the strange part.
Take a look
After
at the
you do
clock,
something
Stanley.
here, you have a
That's
couple of
30
seconds and
you
then
have
it
left to
breaks.
struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life? Or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
I'm actually wondering whether the paper stuff was random.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall.
This is different.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
No input request. New content.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Do we know? I want to try something different.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
There was one thing that we did at some point where we
Standing now
came
in
to
this
this.
incredible room, Stanley for the first time understood true happiness. Then the feeling went away, and he felt sad again. Then it came back, and lingered for a minute or two. Now it's only half there, just a kind of, tingle. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
We had gotten to this game with the baby at some point. And I'd like to get back there and see if there was other branches we could have taken. I think it was down this way.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's
Off the
incredible he wasn't
elevator.
fired years ago.
Into that door.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off
And
on
then
the wrong
defying
foot
a
here.
lot.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Right, now defying a lot.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Defying a lot, I think, led us to this baby.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
No.
All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Right. I've kind of forgotten about this.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map, because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Should we try the third option or should we just do something different? I actually don't think we immediately took the third option last time. Did we? Okay, I do remember this.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Sure.
Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration
Okay, this is different.
come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Yeah, okay. Worldwide leaderboard. Uh-huh. Is this actual speedruns? Wondering.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Nope.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right. And if he
Yeah, I'm
reaches
not gonna
the
play
fire,
this.
you fail. It's a very meaningful game,
Tried previously.
all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the
didn't do
demands
anything
of
for me.
family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give
Yeah,
it
not
4
gonna
hours
happen.
of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience. You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here?
All right, the Firewatch.
Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Or are they going to give me something different now? Oh yeah, that's Firewatch.
Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
I actually meant to check. whether this is the same development team, because this is so weird. Because, I mean, they already said, oh yeah, let's take somebody else's game. Let's just throw you in here. And I'm wondering if they did that with permission, or they just did that, or... You know what? I'm gonna research that now, because I'm too curious about this. Like, Firewatch the game... Yeah, the developer's Capo Santo, which is different from Crows, which is this one. Yeah, it's so crazy to me. Firewatch came out 2016. But the Stanley Parable came out 2013, I think. So did they add this into a later version of the game? Is this part of the Ultra Deluxe? I don't, this timeline just breaks my brain. Maybe Firewatch was in development shortly before Stanley Parable was finished and they added this in as a promotional thing? Because if this was in the original Stanley Parable before the Firewatch was out, I'd be surprised. Very surprised. Then again, it's possible, right? The developers could have met at some conference or something, and maybe they decided to team up in some way, shape, or form. I don't know, because I'd be...
No, it can't be.
I'd be even more flabbergasted if this was done without permission, because this is too crazy.
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off. Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that
thing.
That big open, just wandering around, no right or wrong directions, no path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it.
Yeah, okay.
We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
Oh, the Rocket League thing, right? I remember we just fell off into a hole in the floor. I don't know if there's anything else to do there. Okay, it doesn't help that I don't actually know this game.
What I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Is that an exit? So I remember we fell into a hole in one of the goals.
There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley,
can we go
here's the
places?
ball. Have fun.
We cannot go places. But hey, there's a ball. Maybe we can interact with the ball. Oh wow, we're so fast now. What? Okay. Yeah, let's do this.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I have a
Heck
thought.
yes.
And I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience. I
that's...
try it out. Here comes another ball. Yes. Oh goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it? Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable.
Yes, give me more balls. All the balls. Okay. Sure. I mean, this is definitely different. So are we kicking more balls into the goals? Is that...
Are you enjoying this, Stanley? Are you having fun? Is this a real video game? Well, I sure hope you're having a good time, because guess what? It's over. That's right. Your little fun comes to an end. This
Oh?
is my game, and what I say goes. You get to have fun when I let you, Stanley. Besides, you need someone like me to set boundaries for you. Without rules or boundaries, video games are nothing. Yes, that's what I am. I'm structure. I'm your sense of purpose. And since you decided you didn't want to play my game, now I don't want to play with you either. So, goodbye, Stanley. I'm leaving. See how you like it when I'm not around to set the rules. Somehow, I don't think you'll enjoy it as much. But who knows? You're an inventive kid. You'll come up with something. After all, you're the one who knows best. Take care, Stanley.
Okay, so now we have nothing else to do but fall off. I see. I guess that makes sense, so I kind of jumped a step here last time. But hey, it's nice to get confirmation that there is no other thing
What are you
happening.
doing? Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it, you know.
Oops, and we fell off again. Oh yeah. Okay, we've seen most of this, I guess. I just don't know if there's like different paths for us to take here, or if everything leads to the same place anyway. I just don't know. Okay, there's illumination back this way. Anything else back here? No. Oh, okay, this is kind of an elevator, but locked. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's anything else. Well, nothing that's super obvious, at least. Okay, maybe we just go to the illuminated section. That was here. Wait, was it? No, this is when we started. Oh god. So it was that way? Spooky. Four, 2, 7. Nice. What are we doing? I do not recall. Is there something we do? No.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
But the end is never the end. Okay. I'm starting to run out of ideas, honestly. No, I didn't.
Stanley
No,
simply
I
couldn't
didn't mean
handle
to.
the
Oh
pressure.
god.
What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that.
I cannot deal with that. Let's just begin the game again. I don't want to listen to these ramblings. It's kind of pointless, and so let's skip it.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
No inputs. New content? Maybe next time. Okay, let's try
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, let's gamble on the papers on the floor being not random.
Either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office,
Room
hoping
closet
he
is
might find an
closed.
answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Yeah, I think we did something like this in the session where we saw the papers on the floor. That's why I want to recreate it. It's probably not worth doing that because it's not really...
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley
really
calmly
faster.
walked forward into the opened passageway.
Okay, so we cannot back out of the elevator once we're in. Okay, we cannot do one of the FromSoft stunts. Oh, maybe we can. No, maybe not. No.
Never mind. Stanley actually got back
Okay.
into the elevator and
Will
went
you go back up?
Silly me.
We go back
Why
up.
did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
Yeah, I was wondering whether the sparks were an indicator that the door now breaks and that we can actually go
Here we are,
back.
Stanley. It's your boss's
Or
office.
send the elevator
Exactly the way it
away
was
and
before you got
drop
onto
down?
the elevator. It's still just exactly what
Well,
it
it doesn't
is.
seem like it's a
What a
thing.
decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated.
Yeah, it totally has.
It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have. An incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow.
Yep,
I'm
pretty much.
bolted to the edge
Pretty
of my
much.
seat.
You got it on the first try.
Incredible.
Huh.
Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
I'm really running out of ideas.
Surely this time Stanley will walk forward into the spooky corridor, won't he? Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control
No, you go back
Facility.
up? A second time? Is there gonna be commentary on that?
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No. It's time once again to go back up in the elevator. I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing me.
Yeah, the options. So many options. The button doesn't actually light up immediately, which is interesting. Huh.
Oh my god, It's the boss's office. This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a timeout here for a minute while I process this.
What? What in the world?
Okay, I'm ready. I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No, wait. No, I need more time to process.
Really?
All right, I have fully come to terms with it. I have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality. As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
Nice. Okay, so we did a thing. Maybe? Will we get yet another set of voice lines when we go down and come back up again? Huh?
Of course. Going back down in the elevator. How did I not anticipate it? I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before. I had no frame of reference to even anticipate it. That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
Okay, no voice line here. So we go back up again? With no additional voice line? I guess this is nothing, just like the broom closet is nothing, basically.
You know what?
Oh?
I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a moment. Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator. But the suspense, the agony of waiting and anticipating and having to guess, that's the real thrill. Oh, I simply don't want to let that feeling go. It's so precious, so fleeting. Why don't we take this elevator ride nice and slow?
Oh, wow.
There we go. Isn't this so much more exciting? You know, Stanley, it seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible. They want big, explosive moments flung right in their faces from the very moment that things get started. But where's the tension? Where's the trust in the audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation for the story, the characters? Why aren't we given time to imagine the surprises? To have to think and to anticipate and then to marvel at the eventual reveal. This is storytelling, Stanley. What you and I are doing right now. This is the most exciting narrative to be developed in years. And it's really all because of you. You're the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over. Truly,
Wait.
I mean it. This is unique and different. It's not like anything else out there. You see, I want stories that
What?
surprise me, Stanley. I want to have to think. I want to be engaged and not pandered to. We're being fed such unimaginative drivel all the time, and we all know it, which is why we're so starved for content that makes us feel sharp and vital and alive. That's why people like you so much, Stanley, because you're not afraid to spit in the face of tradition. You're a role model, you know? People look up to you. Which is why, oh, I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you, so that you can talk about your work and your storytelling and your life. Yes, I know you're not much for the public eye, but I
What?
thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning. They really look up to you, Stanley. I don't know if you realize the impact you have on them. This is the kind of gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them for the better. Oh, good, we're here.
What is this?
Okay, the room where we're holding the press conference should be just around the corner here somewhere.
What now? World's healthiest human being, all tricks revealed. How we did it, the pyramids. The guy who went to Mars. Stanley reveals all in his new book. All eyes on Stanley. What is this? Why? I don't understand. An evening with world peace, baby.
Ah, yes, here it is, just through this door.
That door or that door? The Stanley Parables Stanley, tonight live on stage. Shouldn't we go that way? The red carpet is where we go, right? Okay. World's first sentient machine? This doesn't look right. Doing great. A conversation with Alexander the Great. To stage. Welcome, Stanley. This looks so wrong.
All right, are you ready? I've told them you're going to speak a little bit about the nature of surprise in storytelling and what it means to craft a truly unpredictable narrative. Oh, don't worry. You'll do great. Just be yourself and speak from the heart. I'm really proud of you, Stanley. Okay, it looks like they're ready for you. Go get 'em.
427? Is that a code that I need to enter somewhere? Break a leg, jump, your boss. Stanley, my true love for you grows every day. You make me feel alive. Your wife, from the apartment ending. Oh, right. Hello, wifey. Stanley, me. Dad? Thanks for showing me that cool skateboard trick in the parking lot. You're too cool. Feel good luck on stage. Break a leg. I love the way you ride elevators. No one tells stories the way you do. Go get him, Tiger. Congratulations, Stanley. Remember where you came from. Your co-workers. Is the backside of the book. An unforgiving account of ups as well as downs. Highs and lows isn't what life's about. Highs and lows, isn't that what life's about? Five stars from Stars magazine. I don't trust any of this. Why is this even a thing? This is so insane. The dude who came up with pizza. Oh, the Lord. Meet and greet. Yeah, that's reassuring. Oh man, but these are probably previous events, not necessarily the one today. What in the hell? This is wild. Okay. The end is never the end. It's insane to me how when you just try like random nonsense of going back and forth, suddenly the game is yep, that was cool. That was cool. Let's just throw some craziness at you. Oh, telephone, quickly.
Hello. This is a recorded message scheduled either by you or a person in your place of work. The purpose of this message is to warn you about the dangers of recorded messages. If at any time you believe you are listening to a recorded message, please terminate it immediately and cease all flow of information from the recorded message into your perceptual sphere. Thank you, and have a pleasant day.
Yeah, totally what we need to do. Not listen to recorded messages. Do we have more input stuff? Input stuff? I don't know what the input stuff is about. Oh god, it's probably just random nonsense. Because when there's this very clear repetition of you restarting the office space, and then suddenly there's differences, it really, I don't even know how to say that. It makes you question whether it is a true restart or not. And you're wondering, wait, am I still on the path towards somewhere or not? And do I need to interact with this? And otherwise it's gone
When
now
Stanley
because the
came to a
proper
set of
restart
two
will
open
like
doors,
erase it?
He entered the door on his left.
What am I gonna do now? So we're not going to do the new content. I don't think we have a lot of time to repeat the entire countdown sequence a couple of times to actually get the papers spread on the floor. Assuming that is how that even works and there is a causal link and it wasn't just randomness. I'd like to just check the path to the confusion ending again.
Perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by
I
the employee lounge
believe-
first, just to admire it.
Which I believe was down this way, and then through maintenance, and then the elevator down.
Stanley felt
But then I'm not
lightheaded,
sure.
butterflies in his stomach. Giddy in a way he had never, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Because I hadn't checked the recording, what was actually on the table, for, like on the wall for the confusion ending. And by the time we reached that whiteboard, it actually, we were like in the middle of it. There was stuff after that we never even saw, like something about a shop and like a
So he
bookstore
detoured
or
through the
something.
maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Yeah, because now we defied, then we complied, and we defied again. And so this is like the game is recognizing that we are like
But
not
Stanley
sure what we
didn't
want to
go
do.
back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now, in order to get back, he needed to go
Oh, that way, left.
From here, it's left. Oh no, it's to the right. My mistake. No.
It's actually
not
this
the
way.
right.
Yeah.
Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
But
It's
let's
clearly-
explore. Maybe there's
Okay, hold
other
on for a minute.
choices somewhere here. Other things we could have done that are not
Let's see. We went down,
like
right,
set in
left,
stone.
Down, left, right. Yep. Okay. Yes, I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Oh, it's that way. Right. Because there was this entire sequence with the yellow line that I think was part of this.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Nice.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Inputs. Inputs. No inputs. Yeah. The new content is gone? Yeah, the new content is gone because we're still in the confusion ending. Okay.
When Stanley... Wait.
Okay,
what?
I guess...
No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change?
Let's try to
Stanley.
comply
did you
this
change anything when
time.
we were back in that room with all the monitors?
Because I don't think we
Did you
did
move
last time
the
we were
story
here.
somewhere, or hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
That's different. Okay, so this is not comply. This is not the path to Ogol. Instant confusion. This is different. Okay.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Huh. Now I'm wondering whether we could have gone that way.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, it's crazy how this branch of reality has like subtle differences. Like, for example, the new content is gone, and then it just throws randomness at you. Where last time I felt like I was making choices, but maybe I never was.
The story is back where we just came from.
Yeah.
Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Yeah, I think this is just going to lead us to this whiteboard that says confusion ending. Yeah, I'm really running out of ideas of what to try.
Aha! I knew we'd missed
Yeah, it's
something.
different.
The story.
Totally different.
No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
The other way, right?
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations!
Yay, we won!
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job.
Nice.
Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Okay, let's follow the yellow line.
I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Yeah, what if we don't? Now I'm curious. Can we just not follow the line? I guess we cannot because there's no
I'm
doors
down. We're
here.
living up to the line from now on.
Had we seen this before? I don't. I have mentioned that I've reviewed my footage, but I cannot recall everything that happened in there, and especially not the exact sequences of things unless I was paying very close attention. Okay. Yellow line.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, Are we implying a journey
Yeah,
such
this
that a
space doesn't make any
destination is
sense.
inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now,
Totally.
if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
The hell is that? Man, the game just confuses you, right? This is like the worst. This is the absolute worst. But there was nothing in here, right?
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story.
Are you
Make
sure?
You study it closely and remember it
I don't
carefully. You
think
won't
this
want
is
to miss
important in
anything.
any way.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No, no. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
And I guess we still cannot go this way. The new content is not here.
Still missing the doors. Did we make a mistake following the line? Perhaps we could have found the story on our own.
Yeah, it's definitely a mistake to follow the line. Oh yeah, there's other plants in the game, right? Chuck was not the first plant we've ever seen. I guess it was just the first plant that the narrator has pointed out. This room again.
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart. You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Yeah, I guess we're just repeating this entire
Yes, this
confusion
is exciting.
path.
Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it. Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Totally fine.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Okay, 17 minutes.
Hold up, what's this?
Nice.
The confusion ending. You're telling me...
Find the confusion
That's what
ending
this is.
schedule. Narrator restarts the
one
game.
giant
5th
ending?
restart. This is where we
Am I
are.
supposed to restart the game eight times?
There's so much more on the right here.
That's really how all this goes?
Find a
all
bookstore.
Determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall.
Yeah, they're
Well,
not going to make us sit
consulted
through all of
me.
that. I don't
Why
think
don't I
the
get
right-hand
this
side of
side?
all of this list
Why don't
actually
I get a
exists.
say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination, so I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
Okay, I hope this is a proper restart. No.
But Stanley's
I didn't mean to do that. Begin the game again. So this must be a proper restart with the new content available, right?
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
Okay, so the new content is available. Right. So, I would like to end the episode here. This was really cool to get like confirmation that there is not crazy other stuff that we've missed. I mean, it was nice to see this entire stage sequence, but it was not. I don't know. It was very unexpected to see that like going up and down the elevator actually did something. We still haven't recreated the situation with all the paper on the floor. I'm starting to doubt whether that is actually even triggered by anything you do while trying to input commands into the mind control facility. I'm starting to get more and more convinced that there is actually nothing that you can do down there. Like, no matter what you try, there's actually nothing that can happen properly. There's just like random reactions from the consoles. Because it feels too weird to be going down there trying again and again by trial and error to get someplace, and then there's this long restart time and you never get proper feedback as to what it is that you're doing wrong, if there's anything that you can be doing wrong. So I'm really running out of ideas for the base game. I don't know what else there can possibly be there. It's possible that I'm still missing options by just not seeing that I can do something different. by going back and forth or up or down or like something like that. But I'm not sure. I don't know how to assess how much time to spend on that, and so I might just not do any more of that because I'm really running out of ideas. I'm kind of too curious, on the other hand, what new content will await us in the next episode. So I hope to see you then.